Hi guys.
Welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres.
Welcome.
So you guys, this video is just a little bit different. I think it's going to be a little bit more educational and just kind of what's going on in our life right now.
Yes.
So Rusty has a secret he's keeping from you guys, just because it's only been on set for 2 days. Mm-hmm. So you want to tell him?
I don't know if you guys can tell by looking in the camera here. Been diagnosed with Bell's palsy. No big. It's a viral infection as far as they know. It's the swelling of the 7th cranial nerve. So many things can bring it on. There's no this is it. Doctors used to say it was from stress. Now they say that that's not it.
That's not, always the case.
Yeah, it can be shingles.
I think I'm just stressing him out.
I called my dad. He's had it. Rachel's got a brother that's had Bell's palsy. They both still have lasting side effects.
And they've had them for years.
Yes, years. My dad's had it for, I think we figured up the other day, 40 years. Yeah. It was 40 years ago that...
And my brother's had it a good, I don't know, 15 maybe. And I may be over exaggerating there, 15 years or so. But I know it's been there for a long time. Yeah.
But yeah, it's it affects men and women equally. It does not discriminate age, color, sex, anything. The most common people that get it is pregnant women, according to Johns Hopkins University.
So what happens with this is, if you notice, the right side of his face is now drooping. So it paralyzes one side of your face. And so sometimes it's more severe, sometimes not so bad.
I'm kind of liking it because, see, this side's got the big wrinkles and this side's all smooth. My mustache hides a lot of it.
Yes, so, everybody talks about his big handlebar mustache. Well, it's actually coming in handy here because underneath this, his...
As you can see, that's a smile.
Yeah, his...
It's this side, it's working. It's doing its thing.
So, some people, it comes on very, very quickly, like his dad was...
My dad was at a football game and turned and looked at Mom and said, I think something's wrong. She said, oh my God, you're having a stroke. He's like, I feel fine, but...
And my brother, I think he started to feel his lips go numb, and then it kind of progressed from there. With Rusty, it was night before last. He was talking to me. We were just talking.
Well, go ahead.
And he was talking, and I was like, what? Well, it sounded like he had something in his mouth. I said, do you have something in your mouth? He said, no. I said, well, it sounds funny, I said, are you feeling okay? Because he's diabetic, which is another thing that they say that is common in people who have diabetes. And, but, I was worried because he sounded funny. Funnier than usual.
That's what I say, funnier than usual.
So, I asked him, what, he said, no, I'm fine. He said, the only thing is, he said, can you come look? And it was all day that day. I guess you had said that before.
And I told you, the only way I could describe it is, somebody slaps the crap out of you, or if you smack your face on something and it stays sore like under the skin. It didn't really feel like numb. It was just tender under the skin, and it was like right around my eyebrow, down beside my eye.
And he said, can you look at this? And I said, there's nothing there. And he said, it's not red, it's not. I said, no. And he said, well, maybe, he was thinking maybe something stung him or, something. So then we went to bed that night. The next morning, he got up and...
I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth and everything, and I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah, so then he came in and he said, he was trying to talk to me, and he was talking fine, and then it would kind of get muffled, and I said, are you okay? You're talking funny. And he said, that area has spread. He said, it's all back here to my ear, and it's right here.
when it goes from right about the middle of my eyebrow, I'm assuming that's about the middle, and it goes. I mean, I can almost draw a line right up to the affected areas, and it comes like through. My earlobe feels good, but the top of my ear feels funny, and then down and around. It's more in my mouth area than in my eye.
Yeah, so we just didn't know, and so then of course I started doing the stroke test. You know, I was asking him to raise his arms and to say a sentence and
sticking out my tongue,
stick out his tongue and smile. Well, the smile is where it was kind of like, and I said, I think we need to go to the doctor. And he said, well,
you think?
If you think so. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
And I said, well, yeah.
I kept telling her, I'm afraid when I go in there and they're going to say, there's nothing wrong with you. Just, we don't know.
So we went to urgent care, and we were talking about it on the way. And I said, how old was your dad when he had Bell's palsy and one of the onset? Which I know it's not hereditary, but I mean, just out of curiosity. And he said he was in his 30s, and I'm like, oh. So we went, and
I'm barely past my 30s.
Oh, you're just
barely.
Okay, Grandpa.
This week.
We're hoping. So, yeah. So went to the urgent care, and Bell's palsy.
The nurse, we thought was really odd, the nurse come in, took us back to her room. She asked me what was going on, and she felt my face, and her hands were freaking ice cold. And I could feel the cold on this side, but not on this side. And she's like, okay, I'll be back.
Well, she automatically, when he said my face is numb, she automatically did the stroke test. Automatically, she was like, she put her stuff down, she did the stroke test, and then she said she felt his face, and then she said, I'll be back. And then
it wasn't 5 minutes, which is crazy for an urgent care. With less than 5 minutes, the PA come in, he introduced himself, he said, what's going on? I told him. He did the stroke test again, listened to me, he stands back and looks at me and says, I'm pretty sure you have Bell's palsy.
Well, first he said, are you diabetic?
Yeah.
And Rusty said, yeah.
I said, yes, I am.
And he's like, okay.
I'm pretty sure you got Bell's palsy. Let me go talk to the doctor and I'll be right back.
So he went, and then he come back and he said, yeah, it's Bell's palsy. He said, unfortunately, there's really nothing. He said, we can prescribe you steroids. He said, but there's no proven fact that steroids actually help the symptoms. And if you're diabetic and you're struggling with keeping your blood sugar down, he said, it's up to you, but you may not want to take the steroids.
He said, it's probably going to spike your blood sugars. I said, well, I'm already struggling keeping it down anyway, so we're going to pass on the steroid.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, in all the studies, and we did a lot of reading about it yesterday and again last night, there's no proven treatment. I mean, some people go in and do the electroshock therapy, some do acupuncture, some do... It helps some it doesn't. I mean, there's no...
What did they tell your dad way back in the day?
Yeah. They told my dad, of course, his was real bad. And
so was my brother's. Yeah.
And they told my dad, in order to help to keep from losing all the muscle tone in the mouth, what they would do is they'd hook like a wire, like a coat hanger wire, in the corner of the mouth and run up and over and hook it behind the ear so that your mouth stays like this and it keeps it from drooping. Dad told him right away, that's not happening. That being said, my dad did have his eye taped shut for almost a year because he couldn't control his eye, and it'd dry out real bad because he couldn't blink. So...
Sorry, Frank thinks we're on a live, so he's chiming in. We're not live, Frank. We just kind of wanted to share what's going on there, and that way, if you do...
I'll be back to normal in anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months.
Which... And his doesn't seem like a real severe case. I've been waiting. Now, I am going to say when he dropped me off, I was helping Allie with the nursery yesterday, and he dropped me off in the morning. And then later, he Marco Polo'd me to show me what he was getting done with the cellar. And I was just thrown thrown aback because it was really starting to droop, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, when is it gonna stop? You know, when's it gonna stop drooping?
Yeah. And I can feel it a lot more in my mouth this morning, and I can feel it in the way I'm talking.
But at the end of that's okay. At the end of the day, thank God it wasn't a stroke.
Yes.
And there's no restrictions. His face is just a little droopy, but we wanted to make sure we addressed it before somebody said, "What's with Rusty? Why?
Yeah, and
why does he look different? What's going on?"
And with the viewers that we have, the subscribers we have, somebody's going to notice and say, "Did Rusty have a stroke?
Did Rusty have a stroke?
Is he having a stroke? Have you checked? You know."
Yeah.
You know, this is something we know is going on. It's not what we want, obviously, but you know, I mean, pretty much whatever I need to do, I can go do it. I can still drive. So
yeah, so something definitely manageable.
Yes.
And but anyway,
anything's manageable when you got a partner like this.
Too much faith.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Well, we just wanted to pop in real quick and let you guys know what was going on with Rusty, just in case you see him in the next couple of videos and just kind of wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
There it is. The other thing we did want to mention in this is some of our videos are sometimes out of sync.
And this, because as most of you know, I shouldn't say everybody, as most of you know, there's a lot of footage shot ahead of time. And we're gonna slip this video in the midst of it. That way, when you do come up on the videos where I have this situation, you're not like, what? Why didn't they tell us ahead of time?
Yeah.
You know.
So there'll be, a couple of videos here and there, and maybe even some footage where Rusty doesn't have Bell's palsy yet. So that way you're not going, wait, I thought they said he had Bell's palsy. He's doing better. What you see on YouTube is not always what it seems, because things get shot before. So we have videos coming out that were recorded before the onset of Bell's palsy, and then we have some that are intermixed. Like we shot a lot of video footage before, and then to finish out the video, he already has it. So just be mindful of that that some of the videos that are coming out, he may not have, his face may not be paralyzed yet. So
my face might not be messed up. Oh wait,
it's not messed up.
See guys, I'm taking it in stride.
Yeah.
There's no need to be upset.
Yeah. So anyway, we just wanted to throw that in that yeah, you might see some footage where he is,
Before and after.
Before and after. We have a before and after shoot.
Before, after.
I did tell him, I'm like, this side is looking mighty young, y'all.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't have the big wrinkles. It's all nice and smooth. And there may be some videos where I don't talk so much. I know that's going to be hard to believe, me not talking.
Hey, I'm not going to have to weed out. No, I'm playing. All right, you guys. I hope you like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep, share with your friends.
Leave us some comments, you guys. We know this is major, but it's really not. And most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out.
Yep, until next time, you guys. God bless.
See ya.